Oh, viewers, you knew the whole time. You knew the whole time. This room has sad written all over it. Reminds you of your own. Am I really going to spend a point of electrochem just on getting chems? Probably not. Also, do I dare talk to her by myself? You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. The heck have I put on that I didn't get that from before? Hey! Game, you said someone was watching me. You lied. So then how did that happen? Alright, well, fine. Didn't want to discover anything anyway. Honestly, I don't necessarily think I need to abuse any substances immediately enough that I need to go grabbing extras. Got enough for a while. This pair is nowhere to be seen. Hey, Gar!
Hey, was there something you needed?
I'm gonna wait till Kim's here for that. We have a couple things to take care of. But here's one of the major ones. Where are you, you little turd?
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I took care of the drug situation. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here's how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo. Then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. The street way. Aren't you going to ask how I got by your dad? Word on the street is you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distracted him. That's some sick shit. I'm not saying that. Kuno wants to hear all about it. But first we split the kilo. Then we shoot the shit. By kilo, you mean gram, right? Kuno knows what Kuno means. Kuno means gram. Hey, I do still have it. The fuck you talking about? I did one piece of it. I didn't do all of it. Kim took all the... Kim took our entire inventory's worth of narcotics. Kim, you didn't even know we had most of that. I'm kind of dumbfounded here at this point. The game is not supposed to know that that's happening. Give me those frickin' boots. The body's reluctant to let go of the boots, as though they were his last bit of dignity. You're gonna need to summon all your strength for this undertaking. Well, whatever you're gonna do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia and the cold draft coming from deep inside the fridge. All right, right boot. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Left boot. It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get it to move a centimeter or two. Just relax. This is easy. This is happening. Adjust his seating position. Oh, he's too heavy to move by yourself. A great mass of dead muscles with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes. All right, one by one. This is the right method. It takes some time, But eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer socks stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh. Take stock of the damage. Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you have cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed. The stink is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen? Hey, dead man. I still hate you. You stink and you're boring. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, right. No? Okay. That's fine. You see, I'm here for other reasons. Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Yes, I came back to pick up my die. That will be 7 real for one custom die. Here's the cursed die you ordered. The dice maker opens her drawer and hands you a tiny black sphere with 6 phrases on it. Read the phrases. The phrases read, God is indifferent, take all, lose all, fitty-fitty, nothing happens, and pale. What is this? It's a die. Try rolling it. Cast the cursed die. You throw the ball on the floor and it ends up with one of the phrases facing upward. God is indifferent. Good. Now roll again, detective. It is exactly the same result. It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end up with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gives you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse. It's even worse than she says. God is dead. And no one cares! Thank you, Trent. You're saying that we live in a forsaken age. Are you saying that the end result doesn't matter? In the face of death? No. Not really. That is a strange belief. Isn't it, though? There's just something liberating about knowing that it's just we humans. No all-powerful forces guiding us, watching us, judging us. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the die. Good luck, officer. Can I order another? Nope. Shivers. I can do that. I know, I'll just take the drugs that I don't have anymore. God damn it, Kim. Well, that tells, yeah, the game is not going to be as smart as I thought it was going to be, and I'm sad about that. Because it doesn't care. It didn't differentiate, doesn't differentiate between the things that we already had and the old and the new ones. So it just took them all. There's the other shivers. God, we look ridiculous. Give us a katana. Nothing personal, kid. A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though they're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere. Neha, the curse is real. And I just figured out why it spared you. Didn't we already talk about this? It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area. What are you talking about? She says, shaking her head as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks of the old chimney. My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. No. The old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city. No. I mean, look at these safety curtains. This used to be a coal plant. You're in the chimney of another building. This doesn't make any sense. She looks around the makeshift nest that she's carved out for herself, bewildered. Are you saying that my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown. You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure? No one's ever really safe from the failure. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face. What? Do you know what this is? She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it to the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. Why are you telling me this? It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now, you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Yeah, she stares out the window, not really hearing your words. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be. You can try again. Still, there's something inherently violent even about dice rolls. I mean, dice rolls are primarily about violence, depending on what game you're playing. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light. But anyway, thank you for sharing your theories, officer. She gives you a tired smile. Thank you, Neha. We have cast the cursed die. Why is that important? I don't know. I've never had this one. I think I can do something neat with it. But I don't know. And I won't know until tomorrow. I was really expecting to do more stuff on the part of the world that we have not explored so much yet. Little did he know. Little did he know. Do you have any different dialogue without Kim here? I don't think so. Nope. Lieutenant's cap. Authority! This cap is sturdy and comfortable and seems to retain its form really well. It fits you perfectly. The inside of it smells like cheap tobacco and typewriter ink. It feels familiar somehow. Perhaps it too is yours? Though how the pigs got it is a mystery, plus one authority member of an organization. Yeah. We've almost got a uniform, folks. can you really put that flashlight down inside? Yes. In a moment. Let's see, it's almost midnight. Freet is closed. This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostile guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is gonna require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar. Check out the cookware. Commercial pot. Large. Gigantic. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. What are the cleaning supplies? Yeah, soaps, bleaches, also a bottle of white vinegar. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. Did I say soap before? Yes. Yeah, give me both. The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them. Let's do it. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. Beautiful. A 2-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. Ugh. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. The bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too. Just like beef stew. Oh, a little more. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're gonna get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stove. Dump it. A pair of shiny beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. Peace. Yes, thank you, game, for saving that wonderful achievement. These greaves are light as feathers. Those are sabatons, Lieutenant. And how did you get them? Look, Kim, you already took all my drugs. I don't want to talk to you about this. And just a tad too big for you, but don't let that bother you. With these on, you look like some kind of future warrior. And they'll keep you safe if you accidentally shoot yourself in the foot. So worth it. +2 authority. Put your foot down. -1 composure. Shoes too big to fill. Dang. Ding. Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous. What? How? There were honor points? Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one at all was paying attention to your honorable deeds, honorable one? I mean, I try my best. Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sir. You are on the fast track to be... Water. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers. An honor cop. Isn't that sort of an archaic concept? Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return? Is not archaic. How can you even think that? Selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code. An ageless code is fit for nomadic Ilmaran tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gurdi as it is for your neighborhood postman. I could get behind a warrior code. You are like a wandering night monk, setting right the wrongs of the world you come upon. Are you ready to drink deep from the cup of honor? I guess. Your deeds have spoken for you, honorable one, but to fully drape oneself in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed, a rite of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy, and you, O honorable one, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor. Okay. You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum, and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors. What if someone comes and sees me? then they will witness honor so great, it seems nigh impossible a single man can contain it. They will admire you, honorable one. I don't have words for the expression I'm making up my screen right now. Here's to new content. All I ever wanted was to live with dignity, to die with honor. Congratulations, honorable one. You have become a member of a noble faculty. A man kneels, an honor cop rises. Go forth and commit even more honorable deeds, and should your resolve ever waver, remember the right of honor. It will always cleanse a man's soul. It is an honor to serve with you, honor cop. Right here in the middle of the room, huh? Alright. Also, I got that for stealing a dead man's boots? What the heck, game? So... I mean, I guess... Nah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I thought I had done that.
Hey, was there something you needed?
What have I told you No, I'm gonna do those once Kim is here. Can you pour me a drink? Fine. I didn't want to anyway. Alright, take this crap off. The gauntlets are very handy, haha, but not terribly productive at this exact moment in time. Well, that being the case, let's all right, 92. Bright orange bottle with peptides stamped on it in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby! That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. What's so exciting about it? It's speed, man! Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders, but what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed. Let's take it. Feels like gold in your hands. Light and precious. Kuno! I have the speed I totally got from your dad. And from nowhere else, ever. It's not even in the same bottle, is it? I don't think it is. Nope, sure isn't. I don't know if he's gonna accept that.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Alright, I tried. Yeah, I already did it all. Sorry. The fuck out of here, pig! You better have a baggie on you the next time Kuno sees you. You can't advance with the Kuno when you're trying to play him like that. Speed fiend, try to play the Kuno. Alright, I got more. But... Dang it, Kim! Kim, what have you done to us? Oh, wait, what's that? Sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Kim, you've ruined me. What do I do? So my choices are to lie that I still have it, and then act like I'm just not giving it to him? Hey, is this any different now? This is significant somehow. Maybe. Probably. This is where I started off with my motor carriage. Yes. And ended up half sunken in the sea. You must have been drunk when you left off. That's it? Alright. Okay. Am I really gonna sleep here again? Yeah, it's convenient to what I want to do in the morning. Go to sleep. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feels like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance.
Oh.
Rising, rising above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the potted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy,
Oh.
and you're made of it.
Oh.
Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
I mean, I've only been trying for
You
how
can
long?
Never forget this shit.
The colors, the
All
voices.
stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar.
Hmm.
A ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers.
I haven't.
Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards.
Hey!
Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
I don't know. What if I want to be the agent of nothing?
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore.
Oh.
You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running. And for what?
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Oh. But why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Open your eyes. You're right there. I mean, as much as you ever are. All right. We're always a little quieter after this. Good morning. Morning, Kim.
Hey, was there something you needed?
What if I told you I got into the back room, behind the blue steel door? Oh. Okay, well, he controls his excitement well. I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you. He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower to not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind it. Aren't you gonna ask? Ah, okay. What is back there? Pinball machines. A pinball workshop. Ha! I knew it. There's always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean? Why, do you want to play? I might be up for a game. No, I was just wondering. He appears to be making a calculation in his head. If you found pinball machines there, thinking of turning this place back into an arcade? No, but we could diversify the entertainment options. Seeing as you've opened the door back there, the machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble. Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right about now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial. Oh, no, there's a peephole in the wall. What? What wall? Upstairs in the back room, right next to Classia's bedroom. I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests. The color is drained from his face. Both of these things are terrible. And so is that. Shame on you. You've been notified. Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not. I may have discovered that you're part of the Doom commercial area. What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing. So he knows of it. He knows of it and its address. He's thought about this. So you know about it? Everyone knows of it. The whirling is listed on their intercom as one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling. Hold on, not once? Isn't that already a sign of decline? It's a sign of the whirling and rags not being a part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood. Relax, Mr. Garth. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wishes to share his discoveries with you. The whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. Though perhaps the whirling will still escape the curse. Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years. Man, that's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up, through hail and through sleet. Fuck me if some doomed ghost... You must really care about this place. Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful, in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn Doom commercial area. You shouldn't be so worried about that label. I don't place much stock in the curse and so on. But the label frightens a clientele. Who wants to stay in a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without all that. Who owns it? Some real estate management company. They never come around here. Just collect some money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved. Who named it the Whirling in Rags? Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company. It was you. You look surprised. I started to go on in Kim voice. You look surprised? What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. A song? Hail, Holy Queen by the Etiennes. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags. You're vast and you're sad. Good pick. Kim nods. Well, good luck to you with this place. Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, or can we, wrap it up? I don't really want to out her yet. Something else. Yeah? I need to sing karaoke. No, not now. Maybe now? I don't know. We have some things to do. We have the most important things to do left on this island, I think. Island? I don't know what to call places. Nope, go inside. Get in there before this takes over.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a dice maker. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice for some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on that pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it, sire! Perhaps you ought to just lie. I am cranky. I thought that the cursed die could be used as a MacGuffin in this dialogue. No, it's in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy. Maybe he became a musician, and he brought the void spirits down upon this place. Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? I'm afraid that I can only identify the source, but you'll have to call some other experts to lift the curse. That's going to leave her in the same loops. You know what? Hell with it. Let's give people hope. The commercial area is doomed. No more. Of course. I trust my Semini's words and charms kept you safe while you performed the ancient rites. She looks at you with sudden admiration. All that matters is the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course, but still. Thank you, officer. Truly. You've brought a better psychoemanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement. She so badly wants this to be over that she would have believed anything. Maybe I should have said Guillaume de Millon fixed it. Oh, it'll only last a day or two. Week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again. All right. All's well that ends well. Shall we return to our ordinary lives? I suppose we will. But the curse die was supposed to do the thing. Where even is it? This spherical die with an octahedral cavity and a small internal weight will settle with one of the 6 phrases facing up. It's made of bog oak burl, coloring it malevolent black. I really wanted that to work. I wanted to say this die is the source. Here, hold it. But it was not to be. Maybe it's possible that that is still a thing that can happen, but it is just not a thing that I can do. Oh, we're going to deal with you two in a minute. You have names that I shouldn't say on the radio. The radio? Yes, the radio! Look, we already established, I'm a musician, okay? It's a radio. That's just what I think about. All right, we gonna do this? We're gonna do this. Really? I rolled a 2? You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue, and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin or what even to do with him. It'll come to you sooner or later. Lieutenant ruggs his side for warm. At least he's safe here until then. Really? Whatever. I'm not cranky about it at all. You're arm reaches out and your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand. What is this? His face. His cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent. Nose? They are swollen shut. You really need to push to get in. Anything? Only the little finger fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. It's not there. Squeeze a nose. You pick it between your fingers. The mass is even larger than your nose. Very porous even. Like it's about to pop. Nope, keep crawling lest you break it. Mouth? The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. Play with it, this feels right. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding, hard pearls of bone in the gums. And in the back of the mouth, can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look it. Open your eyes. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. I'm wearing gloves. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished, no larger than 0.4 centimeter in radius. The edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar! This is what we're after. Abrasion collar. Abrasion collar. The lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Touch it, gently. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. All right, let's do it. Your index fits right inside there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Ugh, tissue damage, wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem. Brainstem? Yes, that is what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them. Feel around first. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What has entered here is torn apart as reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever. Push deeper. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres. The lieutenant answers with the sound of pen on paper. Push. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching towards the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to end. No, wiggle in. Your fingers reach towards his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper, until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated metal. The edges cut right into your skin. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush. I feel a solid object right under the skull. Can you get to it? He searches his pockets for something. Nope, inspect the skull first. There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it. From the inside. The object that is in there stopped just short of the skull in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium. We have the makings of a very small exit wound here. The lieutenant leans closer. All right, we can't get that any higher. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is... I got it. Good, good. The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your fingers out. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove as you pull out, sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead. A bullet. The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood under the plastic. He raises the bag to his eyes and says, "Unknown caliber, rifled, some kind of brittle alloy, fractured on impact." "Can I have it?" "Of course. You have earned it." The lieutenant drops the bag in your bloody hand. It feels light. He turns to his notebook. "We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity, temporary cavity and brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput." How does that sound? Sounds like heaven. Opinion? Fatal injury. You're goddamn right. Click, click goes the pen. "And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion. Non-fatal, post-mortem. Treatment." He's proposing that the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging was an attempt to conceal this fact. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment. Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. I don't even... Agreed. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too, small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did foolhardily. Well, no more. We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged. Maybe the bullet holds more answers. Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain that it has more to tell us. This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it. I think I need to wash myself. Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. Who would do this? That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. Why would anyone do this? To hide something? The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here? What happens next? We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my Kanima. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. What should I do in the meantime? Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective. After you bag the corpse, Kim will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly. Oh, believe me, I'll try. I have no statements of success in that matter at all. It's possible that I will just go and buy a bunch of books and pass the time that way. I haven't entirely decided yet. I don't know, folks. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this game a lot already. But sometimes there are just things that kind of frustrate and stymie me about it, like that bit with the drugs and now an possibly unfinishable Kuno side quest. And who knows what else. Hey, you!
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Let's talk about the Hangman. Okay, so it turns out he was shot and hanged. You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Yeah, basically. Okay, well. He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. Why are you?
Yes? What is it?
I don't know. Oh, hey, we're over time, so I can think about this in between episodes. So I will!